Hello and welcome back to the Canaries Chat channel. Today we have another transfer video update. A few more rumours going about around outgoings and a couple of rumours around the incomings as well. So yeah, let's get straight into it. In regards to our outgoings, obviously there's been the Borja Signs rumours that have been rumbling on continuously. Obviously Porto weren't too far away with their initial offer around that 12.5 million mark. We're obviously looking for a little bit more. Potentially something that may slow that down or speed that up is that Porto have now got their new manager, so that one will go either one of two ways for obvious reasons, but yeah, one to keep an eye on. But nothing's really come out saying that Porto will be coming back in for him, and it may just quiet the interest with the new manager coming in. But really, the main outgoings and the main talking points has been around the other big potential loss for Norwich, which is Josh Sargent. So Udinese was supposedly interested in him. That talks has now died down. Newspapers in Italy are saying that they're no longer looking to get him, but when they did report this, they actually mentioned other teams such as Everton and Newcastle that were looking supposedly at him, as well as obviously the known one of Nottingham Forest. So definitely some interest in the Premier League. Burnley have supposedly been interested in him as well. So yeah, a lot of interest coming from the Premier League, a lot of things just to keep an eye on. But yeah, with Josh Sargent, I think it's going to now start ramping up. We're through kind of it'll be July tomorrow, so what will happen is clubs, I think, will also start elevating their interest in certain players, because that'll be the change of year for PSR, I believe. So yeah, it's certainly one to keep an eye on. No concrete rumours around the Premier League. One that did actually come out though today is a potential return to the Bundesliga. So we obviously signed Josh Sargent from Werder Bremen, and the other team, Gilmer W in Germany, is now interested in him, and that is Wolfsburg. They've obviously, well, it's a tricky one, really. I was going to say, obviously, he'd be interested with going back to Germany, but that may not be the case. He may have his ambitions set elsewhere, so he may be looking at going there. Obviously, Wolfsburg are kind of a mid-table Bundesliga team now, so yeah, would he rather go mid-table Bundesliga? Would he rather go lower Prem, maybe elsewhere? But the rumours are really starting to kick on there with Josh Sargent moving away. So unfortunately, I think this will be one that we will see completed at some point. I think he will leave along with Science. However, I do think we should hopefully get a pretty penny. There's a lot of teams interested in him, so potentially a little bidding war, and that'll go down a treat. I think we need to recuperate and get as much money as possible to help rebuild the whole team, as well as giving us enough kind of money in the bank to really go after a statement striker if that is the case. Just quickly, about 85% of the people who watch these videos are subscribed. We've set a really ambitious goal of hitting 2,000 subscribers by the start of the season. So yeah, make sure to click the subscribe button just to help us towards that goal. And of course, if you enjoy Norwich City content. So into the incomings. So the first one we've got is an 18-year-old who's scored once, assisted twice, made 14 appearances for Swindon, and it is Botan Amin. So the Iraqi 18-year-old is a striker, can play on the wing a little bit as well, but the reason being is we're interested in him, and Ian Holloway has made some very bold statements that he is not going to go cheap. Why would he want him to go? And they're not going to accept an offer which isn't reflective of his value. So one to keep an eye on, one to track for a little bit of kind of, I don't think this will be one that will be wrapped up quickly if it is one we basically go for, but it's certainly one to keep an eye out, and it shows that we're in the market for a striker. Obviously we've had multiple links to multiple strikers. It does seem to be that we kind of go a little bit under the radar, then the rumour appears out of nowhere. So whether that's one of these, we'll have to wait and see. However, he clearly wouldn't be a direct replacement for Sargent. So if we did even get him, I would expect us still to expect another striker through the door as well. But it's one for us to keep an eye out. We seem to be doing this, like stacking the squad like we did with the goalkeepers. Certainly isn't a bad tactic. and hopefully one that would pay off for us long term. So definitely want to keep an eye out on. But the next one we have is Samuel Ballet, the 25-year-old, has been on loan from Como to Zurich, and yeah, he's a winger. He's potentially, I think, from sounds of it, Zurich are wanting to keep him. There's a lot of interest, mainly from Rangers, us as Championship sides as well. Again, one to keep on following, not loads setting kind of stone around this one, but we are believed to be one of the Championship teams that are interested in him. His numbers are all right, not kind of nothing amazing, and yeah, it shows that we are looking to reinforce in those wide areas that we desperately need. Let's be honest, it's not kind of anything that we're not aware of, that if science goes, we really need those two wingers, and the club have said they are looking for two wingers as well. So certainly an interesting one, a name that I hadn't heard before, but I'll be honest, as long as we keep on getting linked with wingers, I think that's a really positive sign that we're in the market and hopefully going to kind of get one of those deals over the line sooner rather than later. Lastly, the one rumour that we have mentioned before was around Charlie Kellen. We're still loosely linked with him, but it does look like West Brom are going to go in for the QPR striker. It's a bit of a shame. I think he would have been a potentially good replacement for Josh Sargent. It's not no by way confirmed with West Brom, and we're still supposedly one of the clubs interested in him. But I think West Brom have basically got that one nearly tied up. So it's a bit of a shame. Could have done with that striker reinforcement. Obviously, we've been linked with Amin as well. So it's not kind of the end of the world. We're still in the market for a striker. Just want to keep an eye out, really. But those are all kind of the updates that we've had so far in the last few days. Been a little bit quieter than the last video, but still some interesting rumours coming about. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.